Everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to the witness. So we have 436 puzzles solved plus 51 obelisk perception puzzles. Uh, it's hard to believe that I'm gonna find that many more actual puzzles. Oh, interesting. When I opened that gate and lowered it, it lowered it right into the floor. Interesting. So you can't get back in that area. Was there something important in this area? I don't know. Let's see, there's one gate. And then when we come down this way, and we look straight up, it's just blackness. Just blackness. Okay. That doesn't seem like there's anything too big. Alright, so we're trying to find the 5th video puzzle area. If we can find that, I know what a 6th is, actually. So, unsurprisingly, spoiler alert, the final video puzzle is in the mountain. So what we're looking for right now is an obelisk. If an obelisk were here to point out any perception puzzles in these trees, that would be very much appreciated before I even start to look at the trees. No, work smarter, not harder. Alright, so there is a rounded one and a almost completely right angle one that are this way. So here we see the beginning of a circle. Here we see the beginning of a circle. If we line up everything just right, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Good. So that was the right angle one. Right here we know there aren't any. And we've got 2 that seem to be going that direction. Good. So we might just clear this whole area out if we can just find this round angled one. Just a smooth little curve. It would be amazing if there was a computer program that made this world. Because if you could tell a computer, I want a puzzle that includes these elements, it could then fill in the world and not hide those elements when he wasn't supposed to hide them, and then actually correctly hide them for all the other things, or most of the other things at least, of potential spots. It kinda sounds like though if you had such a program you might need a quantum computer, or at least a very powerful group of supercomputers to get it to work. Let's see. That almost feels like they would make a circle, but only that way. Two almost feels like it can make a circle, but I imagine what they did, if I was to guess how you would build this, or the way I would do it at least, is I would have just toggleable switches of everything in the world that needs to be seen, and then everything in the world that makes a perception puzzle, and then everything in the world that doesn't make a perception puzzle. And when those two combined, I bet you could figure out pretty well how to block cones of vision. This is definitely work that doesn't get done for most games. Most games it doesn't matter if you can stand in one specific spot and see the boss before you're supposed to. It would be hardly worth even bothering with trying to fix if that were the case. But this game is all about these puzzles, and well, half about these perception puzzles and half about the other puzzles. I think now that I've think it through though, I bet you would have a much better experience if you try to get both of these at the same time. If you are not always focusing, and well, maybe fussing too. If you're not completely just focusing on one thing, whether it is the first half of the puzzles, which are all about solving these electrical boards, and then the second half is all about finding these perception things. We do know if we hover anywhere close to a puzzle we've done. We're looking for one with a smooth curve, and that really helps a lot. In a couple ways. We also know the obelisk is saying the smooth curve is this way. So it's probably... Hey, did we never solve this? Ah. Great, we get to solve a puzzle. So it actually... No, I need this to work with that. Nope, can't move that around. So that to work with that. And then... Wait a minute, how is this supposed to work? I don't understand that at all. This has to be that. Color me confused. If we do this, we can't. Neither one of these are indicating that they can rotate. If they could rotate, then there'd be no problem. I would just do this. but they can't. So that means we know this goes here, and then let's see, this one would connect here. So let's try this. That goes like this. That goes like this. Door open. Puzzle solved. This has a smooth curve in it. I bet if I can get up there. What's that sound? All of a sudden the game starts making sounds. Like, is that what this is trying to do? Now is the game just gonna give me sound cues when I'm standing near? Puzzles? Like, I know this is a puzzle. I think I've already solved this as a puzzle. And this is powered up. More sound effects. No sound effects over here. Is it just the chords? Maybe it is just the chords. Maybe the chords have a little hum to them. Yeah, we did this one already. Is there another way to end that? Or something? See, we now know why that AC vent is there. I don't know how many other puzzles there are in this game. I know there's some. But the question is how many? I don't I'll have a clear number. I wish the game would give me a clear number. I wish it would tell me you're doing something right, you're doing something wrong. So an obelisk. Here. Little Vin sand drawing in the middle of the sand. What's that obelisk? That's exactly what I was looking for. Now I can start using these things as potential indicators. Let's see, we missed a couple. This way. This is interesting. Smooth, straight, straight. This direction. Let's go inside. Here. Let's go down to the bottom section of this temple and see if we find some stuff. Like that looks like a potential perception puzzle. Well, it is, because we already did this. But like that half circle, I don't think there's a way I can connect those. And that. And that. Okay. Let's see if we can get the sun to shine on that. It can shine on all of those. But I don't think that that's an extra way. Still very much having issues with just knowing whether there's a perception puzzle to collect or not. It's system's not good enough. The obelisk system is just not good enough. Let's see, can I... That circle, can I do anything with that circle? Besides the things I've already done with the circle? It seems a little ridiculous that there would be anything more. So we had a video room here. You know what's good about the video room is since that is a central location, if there are any perception puzzles in it, which I am pretty sure there are, then we will see it on the obelisk how many. So if I have to play with the videos, let's see. That's pretty good news. Let's see, looking at the rocks here, doesn't look like there's anything here. You got this little almost rounded section. We need one more video puzzle room. We also need to go to the well, we need to go pretty much everywhere. Let's be realistic here. I'm not gonna try and make it seem like I'm close at all to getting everything. There's a little bit of something in every single part of this. Let's look over here. See, it seems like that might connect. Seems like that might turn into something. It feels like this section also is a little chunkier than some of the other sections. They probably have a lot of reflections programmed into this. Things that are supposed to reflect. Things that it wouldn't surprise me if there was entire that there were actually entire sections of the game that didn't have reflections turned up as much, or let's see. So we gotta get this hidden from our perspective. The temples, well, we gotta get them to reflect, I suppose. But how can I get the sun to reflect here and there? I don't think I can. So yeah, that would work from this angle, but the sun's gotta reflect. It's the only time that these dots are accessible. There we go. That's one. Almost got it. Is that good enough? Alright. So let's run to the obelisk and see what else is left. Here, because it doesn't feel like we actually do need to go down, if that's the case. We have one very crookedy thing that feels almost certainly like a boat thing, and one other thing. Let's see. I want to go down this air vent so bad. I don't think I can close the doors or go back down here. I think this is permanently up here. Let's see. So as we start going down this way, we have to ask ourselves, does it really feel like all these lights are turned off? I could turn one of them on if I wanted to. I guess for thoroughness sake I need to, don't I? Turn on. But it feels like it's way brighter in here than it was before. I don't see anything in the shadows or anything as far as a secret perception puzzle. Nope, that doesn't feel like a perception puzzle either. There's just not enough light play going on in these areas for this to make sense. Alright, these lights, I don't think there's anything about them. Trying to be thorough. Here's one. I remember seeing this one and not mentioning it because we were like in the third episode of recording. There. So that one was in the puzzle, and let's see, I get back here and see all of that? I think I can. I got one. Is there another? Well, you know what? We'll look at the obelisk. If it turns out there is a second one that's a straight line, we know who to call as far as that. And I wish we could... No, that's just a wall support, not a doorway. Is there anything back here? No. Looks like there might have been something there. Secret panels, secret doorways. Considerably less of those in this game than one might expect. Let's make sure we look at every single light. Just to make sure they're not puzzles. That would be a tricky thing to do. So, this almost feels like a puzzle with these wooden rafters. The question is there a circle anywhere that would start a puzzle like this? It's very dark in here. But all I'm really looking for right now is circles. There's a light right there. If I see a circle of any sort, maybe. Looking in the reflection, looking up here. This room was so packed with stuff. I really have a hard time believing that they would do more. But maybe. Not seeing anything now. Is that a different... And it almost seems like you could walk down there when the water's drained. Interesting. Will the water stay drained, or does it just magically fill back up when nobody's looking? We need to run back to the main, the first area too. We know there's at least one puzzle there we didn't get. Let's see. Here's where we have the little square holes. Seems like it gets dimmer whenever you look straight into the bright light. Nothing here. Nothing here. Creepy orange light there. Didn't realize it was a creepy orange light. do we see? See, you see this elevator shaft going up that way. Here's a perception puzzle. I knew there was something weird about that vent. But there's no way in here. I think what we have to do is run to the mountain first before we do anything else. I think it's time to run to the mountain. If only I could fast transport, because this is actually quite a distance I'm gonna have to go. And we're out. So let's go back to the obelisk and see if we got them all. It would be nice to kind of think that all of the ones in the dungeon, in the desert, not dungeon. Hey, there was no dungeons area. They could have done a dungeon area. It would have been nice if all of those had been solved. Alright. So that one still didn't get solved. Here. I hope these are pointing in the right direction. That would be... Like, there's the windmill puzzle way, way, way over here. And we got one left and one right, and then one right again. That's that way. Maybe that is one of those puzzles. Maybe it isn't. Let's see. When we go like this direction, there's one that seems like it's gonna go right around the edge of the boathouse. But yeah, I don't know what we're really shooting for here. Good enough? Nope. Further, you say? Maybe a little bit more this way? How about there? So I had to get really far back because of all the details in that. This is not going to the mountain though. This is kind of going the opposite way of the mountain. There has to be something. Has to be something about this that it makes a shadow or a circle. Like right there we start to see the beginnings of something. Let's see. There's just like nothing in here. And there's nothing in the sky. Can almost make a circle out right there. Almost. It's like shadow. Make your shadow into a circle. I think it's gonna do that. What's that creepy sound? Not sure this creepy sound I'm hearing actually is from the game. It might actually just be a creepy sound from outside my house. Or maybe inside my house. If I want to be really paranoid. No. It so feels like that's a circle. It so feels like that's a circle, and yet it's not working. And when we are backed into that corner, it looks like a puzzle, doesn't it? Look, right there. Several of the puzzles have this nasty habit of requiring me to stand near audio things, although again I'm not sure if what I'm hearing is in the game or not. Is it the cord that's in the way? If we get too close, it stops smoothing everything out. This has to be a puzzle solution, and it's not. It's not get in the boat. It's not get in the boat, and like it feels like every single one of these is. Problem here is the circle seems a little small, a little less defined than I would like. so far away. Maybe a little bit closer. A little bit more detail. Do we have Oh man, forget it, forget it. That probably is one. But unless it's this way. I mean, in theory it could be this way too. It feels more like you really would have to be up here though. And when you're up here, it clearly only shows as what it is. And there's no like way of looking at it through this. Oh, I didn't realize this. This chimney does not connect to that. Interesting. So we'll wait for the obelisk to point us back to that one later on. Let's get the easy ones while we're here. Or hopefully they're easy ones. Let's see, is there anything over here? And this is not getting to the... Let's see. And from this angle you can't activate that, yeah. This is not getting to the mountain any faster, is it? Well, I've said it several times, there's a danger of becoming distracted in games like this, and this one is certainly no exception. You could just be very interesting sounds. The sounds are messing me up in this game now, because for so long we didn't have them, and now it feels like as we get more and more of these perception things, we may very well be unlocking more and more sounds. And if that's the case, that might actually change the ending. Because that ending does strike me as very strange. I think what I should do on the ending point is I should go look at it again off screen at some point. Alright, so the trick here is you have to align this. if we run back here. Why would you just start here? Is the question. Is this like the magical transporter landing pad? Is this the cloning facility where a new clone is released into this puzzle world? Well, that's kind of the Taos principle. Is every time you died, your robot memories were uploaded into the next robot, and uh, it would would just automatically do all the things you did, and then walk back to the point you were at. And yeah, the Taos principle had death in it. You died pretty frequently. So you can definitely have puzzle games with consequences, puzzle games with death in it. Generally speaking though, I think I'd prefer if most puzzle games didn't have a lot of death in them. This game didn't have any in them. So there's a definite level to where if you had one very specific scene where you could die in, and people did die in it, that would be kind of bad, because then people would be afraid of death a lot more than they should be. I assume that's just kind of an Easter egg, the tree there. I don't think there's anything actually in that. Where's the obelisk? Here's an obelisk. Is this the one that's the closest one though? I don't know if I believe that obelisk. I don't know if I believe what it's telling me about how many puzzles are that direction. We never did figure out what the cloud being laser lit meant either. But I need to move it back. Let's see. There's another door. We never got in. I need 11. Lasers on this thing. Do I have 11 lasers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 11. I hope. Here's hoping. Up to the mountain we go. An obelisk must only cover the puzzles that are within its own area. Because if it didn't, then somewhere like far in that direction, that where it's not pointing, there would be a bunch of puzzle pieces. Maybe the trick here also is it's pointing in directions of where other obelisks are. We've got some significant amount of things, and it seems like these are going to be underground and these are going to be above ground. If that might be a height indicator. Big round circular ones, all kinds of collectibles and things. Here we go. Up the mountain we want to go. Not down the mountain. I think we have to go down the mountain to go up the mountain. So this way brought us to this, I believe, puzzle room. No, it was just a side puzzle here. Like, could this be a puzzle? Almost. This is a puzzle. Come on. Come on, game. Don't give me trouble. Oh, the colors mix. So what? Blue and purple make darker purple. I guess we kind of knew that. I'm still not understanding the color mixing puzzles at all. Here's another mountain climber. Everybody's trying to climb the mountain. Whatever the mountain actually is a metaphor for. Except for actual mountain climbers, they're just actually trying to climb the mountain. Well, I can walk on the outside of that. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless there is. It almost looks like. Yeah, it almost looks like you can, from this point, get these colors to line up. But there's no circle here. So what are we doing as far as this? I guess we need to maybe go higher. Well, we do need to go higher. No question about that. You have those lines here of permanent waves. Hmm. Notice how this one is right next to the obelisk too, so you can totally, absolutely be certain you see it. See, that cloud's gotta be lit up for something. Yeah, this one in particular doesn't make any sense. Like, could I see inside of these and try and draw inside of those? No. Not realistic. Can I see this path here? Is there a way to make a circle on that path? No, it doesn't seem like it. What about that path? That path? No. Alright, well, the hope is all 11 things are activated so that I can reach this secondary solution here on this puzzle. So hopefully that's cool. I think we also can take for granted that we looked at the obelisk and, well, no, that wouldn't really help us any, would it? So we gotta run now to the bottom. Are there any perception puzzles hidden around in any of this? I don't know. Would we have a way? See, he didn't build anything like that, or if he did, I didn't see anything like that. This is a great way to have models of your game that didn't get finished in the game still. Here we have an arc, but you have a round arc here on both sides. Trying to hold up the building. Yes, so because as far as we know right now, there's only one way into this building. It doesn't seem like I can solve this. I was thinking if I could come back, turn off the blue thing, while still having the orange one over here to this path, then I could turn off the blue one and then potentially well, can I not solve it right now that way? If I have a blue solution that goes this way and a orange solution that goes this way, and I just turn off the blue one, doesn't that work? I mean, there's how hard? How hard can this be? He said, before driving himself totally crazy. Alright. Alright. This really just goes to show how mentally exhausted let's see. I was, and still probably am. Let's see. We have to solve this, right? I can't just do something like this, right? Nope. So I can do something like this if I manipulate it a little bit. I must have just wandered into the right solution really easily just a second ago, didn't I? Ew. This shouldn't be that hard. So I need the door open. I can't just go there. And since I need the door open, I'm going to make an effort here to do that. Not quite right. Yeah, that doesn't really change anything if I do that. Can do something like that. Well, we're not going to make it to the secret final thing. That's good news, actually, because that was going to be a bit of an issue. Let's see. Because once I got there, it was going to take forever. This part is the part that we need to avoid. And because we can't do that, and we don't want to block any of these sections because we need the blue one to actually go that way. We want something along the lines of this here. Almost. Perhaps I shouldn't have turned off the blue one as much as I should have left it as it was. Had it help me out here. Let's see. No, that doesn't do anything to help me out. This would. Maybe if I go extremely long with this. See, the solution I was using was this. This is nice and simple. That's all you really need to do. If I could do this instead, that would work. Let me see if I can hop up to this. Like when you're right next to it, you still can't hop. You cannot hop there. Is this really the solution? Let's see. I will try that, but I don't think that's gonna work. See what that looks like again? I mean, you're not even starting in the right place. Something like that. Shame you can't solve it this way. Nope. That almost works. Let's see. How can we fix this? This way, and that way solves it. And that's only slightly different from this solution here. Let's see, how do we block that section off and then use it to our advantage? Just go this way, I guess. Will that work? That wouldn't be the solution either. Yeah, this isn't helping anything. Oh wait, it will help something. Wow. Wow. No, we're going a little long here, but all I need to do now is solve this. And I think we know how to do this. Let's see. This way, and that way. What? Maybe I have to do this. Now I have to close off this section. Close off this section. There we go. And then I've got to keep these two together. Nope, that's not what I was intending. Here it is. I think there was an easier way. There's something super simple like this. Yeah. There we go. So, if I at least have some thought of an understanding, it looks like I can solve puzzles. Should I make you go through this incredibly slow Uh, elevator ride. Let me ask this question. If I click this, does it stop? If I do this, does it do anything? If I do this, it doesn't do anything. What happens if I go up here? Nope. Alright, enough of that. That's all I ever wanted was this. And so what's strange about that is that must be the only solution for that. It has to be for the obelisk to show me a solution, unless the obelisk just secretly changes when we're not looking, which might be the case. So, see this power line? It's all the way from the top. It's going right here, and now this puzzle that he was working on will unlock and open the secret door. And that's where we're gonna go next time. We have 437 puzzles plus 61 this time. So we got about 18 more. Let's see, that almost puts us at 500 puzzles if we're adding them together. Uh, is there really 100 more? I don't know. We'll have to find out later. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.